What is going on, everybody? Back at it again. Another reaction type beat. Critical drinker. You feel me? Love him or hate him. But the boy right there, man. So I was like, so I seen this is why I'm doing this video. Because, this video in particular, because, and I seen the video he put out the other day about Star Trek. I'm so sorry for all you niggas, bro. Who are you Star Trek fans? I'm so sorry for y'all, bro. I feel so sorry for y'all, bro. I'm like, ain't no way these niggas did this shit. And they had multiple seasons. I'm so sorry for y'all, bro. I'm like, bro, if I was a Star Trek fan and I saw that shit, I would have been pissed. Like, who? The thumbnail said it alone. Like, nigga, what? Is that Star Trek? What the fuck is that? That shit crazy. No, I'm not a huge Star Trek fan at all. I couldn't even tell you. Like, I remember watching like maybe a little bit of those TV shows back in the day. Back in the day, they didn't even have cable. They came on like some booth ass channel, but with the GOAT. Oh my god, Charles Xavier. Like, oh my god, why I can't think of his damn name? But yeah, him. You know what I mean? And some other characters. But yeah, I couldn't even tell you. I know Chris Pine, right? Was in the movie. I don't know if that was good or not, but yeah, I remember that, the trailer and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, we're talking about Star Wars, my shit, and it's crazy, bro. They're both kind of in the same genre on the cool, but like, I don't know, man. Star Wars just got the audience more than Star Trek. I feel it's just me. But yeah, she's finally gone. The crash and burn, the Kathleen Kennedy story. She's finally gone. It's not a rumor this time for like the 30th fucking time. So yeah, she's leaving Lucasfilm. No, not this time is legit now. We got Dave, and we got some other chick. I don't know who the fuck she is. We got, that's gonna be running this shit. Oh my god. Fingers crossed. Cause like, again, I know since Dave is in charge, I mean, it's better, but then at the same time, I don't know. You're gonna see after her shit, come and go, because all her projects that she greenlit, they're still gonna be coming out soon. Yeah, but after her shit comes out, then we're gonna see what the fuck Dave does. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen some shit, about even like Disneyland. Vader finally pulling up in Galaxy's Edge. About damn time. I don't know why you dumbass nigga didn't put Vader in the prequels and that shit. That shit is so stupid to me. You would have made the most money for that shit. But yeah, the only thing I'm looking forward to from Star Wars right now is the Darth Maul show, and we're getting a trailer for that today. So yeah, and hopefully that show is good. Hopefully, I don't even care about the Grogu and Mando movie now. Like season 3 for Mandalorian was like, nigga, what the fuck is this, bro? Oh my god. But anyway, I'm yapping too much, bro. Hit the video with a like, man. Comment down below, subscribe, all that good jazz, man. Subscribe to Neurotic, man. I said Neurotic, Lord have mercy. Critical drinker. Subscribe to him too, though. But yeah. Anyway, let's just dive on in, bro. The Kathleen Kennedy story.
Kathleen Kennedy. If ever there was a name synonymous with the destruction of pop culture.
Far too long. And this movie, I don't know how I feel about this damn movie. Cause low key, I only seen it once. I gotta go. Do I wanna go watch it again? What the fuck happened in this movie? The only thing I really remember is like seeing Maul at the end, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing I remember. What the fuck else happened in this movie? Oh yeah. Got to see Chewie and Han, saw how they met and shit. Yeah. Okay, I'm tripping. Okay, that's like, damn, what the fuck else? I might go watch this movie again just to see what happened. So this shit lost money. I remember that happening. Oh my god, it's been so long, bro.
Franchises, the humiliation of beloved legacy characters, creative mismanagement, missed opportunities, and the unwelcome inject.
Lied to my nigga face at this table, bro. That is crazy work, bro. That is lied to our nigga face to his face at the table, bro. Straight to his face. Just lied to his ass, bro. That shit crazy.
Of the message into modern entertainment, it's this one woman. Yeah, other people have arguably committed worse crimes against cinema, but Kennedy did it first and did it biggest. And now that she's finally, officially, definitively stepped down as president of Lucasfilm, to the relief of literally dozens of Star Wars fans that are
what
still
is this movie, fam? What is that?
Her extended walk into the wilderness of retirement, it seems like the right time to make what I hope will be my last ever video on this subject. Because if anyone deserves a crash and burn, it's her. Not so much because she nuked her own career and torched her own legacy. We'll get to that in due course.
Right.
Yes.
Oh my God,
but
get off my
screen. She managed to
screen.
burn down literally everything around her, leaving a trail of devastated IPs in her wake, while somehow holding on to power as head of one of the biggest studios in the business. Perhaps the greatest example of failing upwards that Hollywood's ever seen. And believe me...
Let me tell you about this. Okay, look. That bullshit trilogy, even though 7 was the better one, I didn't like 7 because it was just a fucking reboot of 4. I wanted something new. That's me personally. I still get like, yeah, 7 is a good movie, but I ain't like it because it's a reboot. I want something new. And I was scared for 8. I'm like, oh my God, are they gonna low key do like a reboot of the Empire Strikes Back, bro? I was scared. Then 8 came out. I wish they did do that. I wish they did do that low key. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. I'm like, nah, they ain't gonna do that. I wish they did not. All of a sudden, they came out, and I wish they did do that. That's crazy work. Oh my God. Anyway, get off my screen.
Seen a lot. So grab your bargain bin Rey Skywalker action figure and let's embark on Crash and Burn, the Kathleen Kennedy story. Kennedy was born in 1953 in Berkeley, California, one of 3 daughters of Donald Kennedy, a judge, and Dionne Marie, a part-time theater actress. After majoring in telecommunications and film studies at university, she soon found work at a local TV station in San Diego as a camera operator, floor manager, and eventually a production coordinator. It was clear, though, that if she wanted to progress in the business, she'd have to move to LA, which she did in 1978, and soon landed her first job as a production assistant to John Milius, who at the time was overseeing Steven Spielberg's troubled comedy movie 1941. Basically, her job was to take notes, run errands, and make coffee. 3 things that she was spectacularly bad at.
I remember Kathy came into the room with her steno pad and her pencil, and she was horrible at taking notes, and she was terrible at, she didn't really know how to do it very well.
Damn.
But what she did know how to do was interrupt somebody in mid-sentence. We'd be pitching ideas back and forth, and Kathy, who's supposed to be writing these ideas down, suddenly put her pencil down and would say something like, and what if he didn't get the girl, but instead he got the dog?
Say it.
Right.
Spielberg, though, for whatever reason, took a liking to her and hired...
That would have pissed me off. Like, who is this? Who is this? She not, who is? She with you? Oh, she your assistant? Then why the hell she yapping like this, bro? Like she part of this creative process. Tell her, shut the hell up. Let me stop, bro. And look, she's saying that bullshit right there. What if he doesn't get the girl? What if he gets the dog? Bitch, I don't want the dog. I want the girl. Even though I love dogs, but still.
As his personal assistant
why can't he have both?
Lost Ark. Now, she might have been shit at taking notes, but to her credit, she was organised, diligent, and efficient, able to solve problems and mediate disagreements. She soon rose through the ranks to become an associate producer on Poltergeist, and finally a full-on producer for E.T. in 1982. Not bad for a 29-year-old. The pattern for her career was now set, and she would act as producer for nearly all of Spielberg's
Jurassic Park, bro. Oh my God.
She wasn't what you would call a creative person because she didn't really need to be. Her job was to...
And them goddamn raptors as a kid fucked my head up, bro. Oh my God. Jurassic Park made me think that dinosaurs was still real. No cap. The first one. And I thought there was in Africa. And I was like, I'm never going to Africa. As a child, I was like, I'm never going to Africa, bro. Fuck. Them down raptors. They messed my head up, bro.
Facilitate other people's creative visions, organize logistics, overcome all the problems and hurdles that crop up.
I thought there was in Africa. Something like that. Somebody said something.
It wasn't the sort of thing the general public ever got to see, but it was important and it won her a lot of respect in the industry. She was a project manager, basically, and to be fair, she was good at it. Her work on the Indiana Jones movies also brought her into the orbit of 2 other men who would turn out to be cornerstones of her career, George Lucas and Frank Marshall. In the case of the first man, they became close colleagues and friends.
Shout out to my
and stayed
man
that
face,
way
bro.
for decades. Maybe not so
Right
much
to his
today,
face.
though. And in the case of the latter, they were married by 1987. As you can probably imagine, having close personal relationships with three of the most powerful and respected men in the business did wonders for her career, and by the mid-90s she was regarded as one of the most influential producers in the industry. She even co-founded Amblin Entertainment with Spielberg and the Kennedy Marshall production company with her husbands. All good stuff.
She said husbands.
Continued on this course of producing and overseeing individual movies, she probably would have had a stellar career and retired as the single most successful female producer ever. As it turned out though, fate had other plans for Kathleen Kennedy. Remember George Lucas that she'd befriended back in the 1980s? Well, by 2012 he was getting old and burned out after making the Star Wars prequels and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Disney were offering to buy up Lucasfilm from him, and he was very much tempted by the offer, but what he really needed was a safe pair of hands to leave the company in. And from his point of view, Kennedy seemed like the perfect choice. He knew her personally, he trusted her, and when it came to experience, there was nobody who could rival her.
And that was his undoing. Trusted the Sith Lord. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Burbank, California. Everything happened in Burbank. This was a sad day in history right here, bro. Hey, this date right here is a sad day in history, fam. Oh my god, bro. No, George, don't do it, bro. If I could time travel right now, George, please don't do it. Don't sign that damn paper. Don't sign the contract, please, George. They're gonna hold you and all of the fandom. Please, I'm gonna criticize. Let me stop, bro. Oh, it hurts.
So in late 2012, the deal was done. Disney bought over Lucasfilm, and Kathleen Kennedy was installed as president of the company.
I'd have pulled up in front of all those cameras, and I don't give a damn.
A move that few people took issue with at the time.
Yeah.
That, however, would soon
I don't know how I felt.
Things...
Did I like it at the time? I don't remember. 2012? How old was I anyway? I want to say I was a teenager. Damn, wait, hold on. I got a fat check. How old was I? One moment. Oh no, I definitely was a teenager, but was I in the know like that? Cause I knew they bought it. I knew they bought it, but can't even type today. Okay. I definitely do. I was 17. But okay, I definitely knew then. Damn, I was 17 in 2012? Ain't no fucking no. Hell no. Hell no. Was I? No. No. I did. I fucked up somewhere. Anyway.
Started out well, at least. J.J. Abrams, arguably the safest pair of hands in the business at the time, delivered a massive box office hit with The Force Awakens, the first movie in the new Star Wars trilogy.
And of course.
Yeah, it was just a glorified nostalgia trip. And
yeah, I didn't like that. I did not like that. But we was all interested though. I don't know why. Like why he couldn't do all three. That was just why not sign him on for 3 movies? Like why? And then regardless of the fact if the shit was gonna be ass or good, at least it would have been cohesive. You know what I mean? At least that consistent. Oh my gosh. 8 just fucked everything up.
a thinly disguised rehash of A New Hope, but who cares? Star Wars was back, baby, and it was bigger.
No, but I was hyped though. I was definitely hyped. Them trailers, oh my god.
Star Wars could release spin-offs and prequels to the main story that were still financially viable, allowing them to potentially kickstart an entire cinematic universe. Just
Rogue One, I did like it. It was a slow burn, no cap, slow burn, but it was cool though. It was still cool. But once it got to like, you know what I'm saying, the middle act, the final act, oh yeah. When you got the Scarif, oh yeah, shit was getting crazy. I was like, oh, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm here, right here. But like, I don't mind a slow burn, quote unquote, as long as the characters are interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like between dialogue between characters and whatnot. Like say like Game of Thrones. ain't shit gotta happen. Nothing action packed gotta happen in Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? As long as the certain people talk to each other and whatnot, a certain dialogue, happens between certain characters and whatnot, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Certain interactions and shit, we straight. But yeah, that's only for like some shits though. But not everybody could pull that off. But yeah,
like the MCU. Unfortunately, the good times weren't to last. See, going from producer on specific film projects where you have very clearly defined tasks, objectives, and responsibilities to head of an entire studio that was centered around one man's creative vision is a pretty big leap that demands a whole new set of skills. Skills that Kathleen Kennedy absolutely didn't have. What she needed was a strong creative vision for where she wanted to take the franchise and how she was going to get it there. She needed to plan and map out release schedules for multiple films with directors and writers that were
I'm curious at this point as like what
JJ
Abrams' episode 8 was going to be, low key.
Monitor progress and juggle multiple projects at the same time. She needed to be a leader now, not a facilitator. And this is where it all started to go wrong. Kennedy had hired up-and-coming director Rian Johnson to write and direct The Last Jedi, the second movie in the sequel trilogy. Unlike JJ, who was all about nostalgia and fan service, Rian was determined to shake things up and subvert fan expectations, not live up to them. And boy did he ever.
Oh my god.
JJ's proposed ideas for the sequel, killing
Space
off
cow
most of the
titty
plot
milk
threads, and completely going into business for himself. Now, George Lucas probably would have stepped in at this point and told him he was being a fucking idiot, but the lack of a strong overarching plan for the sequels, combined with Kennedy's attitude of, just let them get on with it, ultimately doomed the movie. TLJ turned out to be the most divisive Star Wars film of all time, completely
does not need to exist.
War and factions, and bringing in barely half of what Force Awakens had made. Worse, it introduced identity and gender politics into Star Wars in a way that never existed before. And believe me, this was intentional. One of Kennedy's goals with Star Wars was to increase female representation on screen, in the belief that not only would the franchise retain the inbuilt male audience, they'd also attract a brand new female audience that had been put off until now. A modern
that
audience,
is so
you might
stupid.
say.
That is a dumb ass way of thinking.
And no idea can survive bad execution.
That is so stupid. If a product is good, regardless if it's low-key a boy brand or not, niggas gonna come. You could say literally for the MCU, bro. You think a lot of women fuck with Marvel like that? No. But when the niggas talking about the MCU, everybody like, what is that? Everybody and their mama talking about that, bruh. You feel me? Case in point. There's a reaction channel out there that I watch. Y'all may know. Holding Engine. Shout out to Holding Engine. You know, I've been watching them since, My Girlfriend Reacts. Holden put Jen on the MCU and she fell in love with it. If a product is that good, bro, people will come. People will love it. You ain't gotta do all this bullshit trying to find a new audience. That's so stupid. Because then you try to do that the faithful audience is gonna dip. Because people are tired, bro. Like that meme say, bro. I'm tired, boss. You're gonna take some of bullshit, then just fuck it. Just move on. You know what I mean?
Aware of overpowered, overbearing girl boss characters like Rey, Holdo, and Rose Tico.
These trailers, man. Look at this, bro.
Kennedy's decision to take part in the Force's female.
You know what's crazy? When all this was going on, when it was happening, I'm like, what? I'm like, because I didn't know. I didn't get what the hell was going on in like the movies and whatnot. Something off. Like, why this shit bullshit? I remember seeing this, and I'm like, the Force is female. The fuck? Like the fuck? No, it's not. And then I didn't understand what this meant at the time, like why they did this dumbass shit. Then I knew. I was like, oh, that's why. I remember it started with that Ghostbusters reboot, and I was like, what the fuck? And again, I didn't understand it. That was like 2016, I think, when that shit came out. 15, 16. It was the beginning, but I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it at first, but then I'm like, oh, yeah, this was a red flag right here, bro. It was a red fucking flag.
female campaign for Nike in 2017, combined with her obvious feminist sensibilities, instantly put her in the firing line. For most detractors of the sequel trilogy, she became the big bad of Star Wars, an unqualified diversity hire promoted to a job she didn't earn, presiding over a franchise she didn't build, and killing everyone's fun by populating it with annoying, unlikable self-insert power fantasies. Solo, the next spin-off movie in the Star Wars cinematic universe, bombed in spectacular fashion.
Okay, yeah, remind me.
The ongoing backlash against TLJ.
Oh, of course, yeah.
More spin-off movies after that. The great Rian Johnson experiment had failed, the Star Wars cinematic universe was stalled, and now they needed to get back to safer territory for the final movie. J.J. Abrams was coaxed back to tell a story he didn't really want to tell, desperately trying to undo the damage done by TLJ, only to produce an absolute Frankenstein's monster of a film in Rise of Skywalker. Reviews were terrible, the fans were disgusted, and the film barely cleared $1 billion at the global box office. A far cry from the success of The Force Awakens.
And it's going down. Because I'm telling you, this shit not hitting $1 billion. If this shit hits $1 billion, I would be surprised. Something going on behind the scenes. I'm dead ass.
Business in tatters.
Maybe if they want to do a movie after season 2, then maybe. You know what I mean? Little big maybe, but maybe. But now, after season 3,
Kennedy and Lucasfilm retreated to TV, where they scored a surprise hit with The Mandalorian, mostly because it had Jon Favreau at the helm. The success wasn't to last, though, and failures like Boba Fett and Obi-Wan
oh my god, don't remind me, bro.
Lucasfilm by this point was rapidly descending into chaos.
This wasn't how it's supposed to be, bro.
To huge fanfare, only to go nowhere and quietly fizzle out without explanation.
This wasn't how it's supposed to be, bro.
By now, Kennedy was raiding the cupboards at Lucasfilm.
I feel like fuck this whole era right here. Tough. Eat a dick. I can't tell what the fuck that says. I think one of these is the Old Republic. Do that. Give us a Bane movie, a Malgus, a Revan, Malik, Nihilus, this shit, something in this shit, bro. Something. Oh my god. Bro, we got a Revan movie, bro. Oh my god. But in the game, we will be lit. But at the same time, we're like, what the? Like, they have to come out and say, like, hey, bro, we know we fucked up with that trilogy. So, yeah, we learning from our mistakes and whatnot. This, that, and the third. Blah 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 blah. Then like, oh, okay, we will see. But yeah.
Film in search of anything she could use to prop the company up. Willow, a 1980s fantasy movie, was brought back in a baffling TV show about a pair of lesbians so disastrously awful.
And you know what's crazy? I was looking forward to this, but then
to this day, there's no legal way to view it online. Indiana Jones was defrosted for one last adventure, mostly in the hopes of replacing him with a younger female alternative.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
It didn't work, and despite massively expensive reshoots to try to fix it, the movie flopped at the box office. The biggest humiliation for Kennedy was yet to come, though. The Acolyte, a show that will live in Star Wars infamy as long as Hollywood exists. A pair of strong, diverse female leads, lesbian space witches, weak men getting
this show.
It was all there, and it was all terrible.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Vision for Star Wars, and
get this BS off my screen.
By everyone. The backlash was so bad that even Disney had to step in and promise not to make any more. Now, if you're spotting a theme here of Kennedy resurrecting old IPs and using them as a launchpad for diverse,
you know what's crazy? I was excited for this. When they first announced this bitch. I was excited for this, bro. And you know what's crazy? On top of that, she been needed to go. Cause you know how many freaking projects she announced and then they never came to fruition. They got canceled, scrapped, and whatnot. Nah, she been needed to go, bro. She been needed to go. After that bullshit trilogy happened, bro, they went downhill, bro. It went downhill, and they knew it. They all knew it. They could say all the bullshit that they want to say, the PR bullshit they all want to say, but they all knew it. After episode 9, that was a done deal, bro. GG. Because y'all putting out bullshit after bullshit after, and y'all expect us to take it and eat it.
Believe me, you're not alone.
Put a chick in it, make her gay.
She'd gambled some of the biggest franchises in Hollywood history on the modern audience, and wow, did she lose big. To paraphrase Chris Gore, she took boy brands that everyone could enjoy and turned them into girl brands that nobody enjoyed. Men felt excluded and disrespected, and women felt patronized and pandered to. The modern audience had failed to show up, and the existing audience was abandoning ship. Kennedy's greatest gamble had failed, and inevitably it all finally caught up with her. For years there had been rumours of her retirement, false starts and conspiracy theories, but one thing was obvious: Kennedy wasn't going anywhere until she was damn well good and ready. And on January 15th, the day finally came. Kathleen Kennedy was stepping down as president of Lucasfilm. You might have expected joyous celebrations at news like this, but the reaction was more like an exhausted acknowledgement from the fans.
Dead ass.
After all, what was
like
really left
too
to
late,
celebrate
bro.
at this point?
No, for real.
She was gone, sure, but she left behind her a studio in absolute shambles, all of its IPs drained of their goodwill and cultural reputation.
Poor Indy, man.
There was nothing left to save from her because she'd nuked all of it. And now that the dust is settled and all is said
I
and
feel
done,
like you're an indie fan, Star Wars, Star Trek, on Lord of the Rings. Oh my god, I can't even watch Lord of the Rings, bro. That bullshit they're putting out, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna stick with my first 3 and The Hobbit occasionally, and I'm gonna call it a damn day, bro. Anything else them niggas put out, I don't give a fuck. Oh my god, bro, it's crazy work.
how will posterity judge Kathleen Kennedy? Will she be remembered as one of the greatest producers in Hollywood history, or the woman who oversaw the biggest act of
maybe about her stupid ass peers?
She'll certainly do her best to rewrite the narrative in her
Not
favor,
the fans,
that's for sure. Like the lengthy
not the
interview
people.
with Deadline, where she focused entirely on her successes and dismissed her failures and mistakes as someone else's fault. Mostly the small but vocal minority of toxic Star Wars fans who just couldn't see her brilliance. Yeah, sure, whatever helps you sleep at night, Kathy.
Yeah.
You know, for someone who's all about breaking barriers and challenging female stereotypes, she's not exactly dispelling the myth that women are more averse to accountability, self-reflection, and owning their mistakes than Movie Bob is to a treadmill. Times have changed now, and paid shills and industry trades don't write the narrative on Hollywood legacies anymore. The internet does. And unfortunately for Kathleen Kennedy, the internet never forgets.
Never.
Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go
away now. We tired, boss. We tired. Oh, speaking of holding the gym. There you go. Oh my god. Yeah, bro. We tired, boss. Huh? I don't have to watch that. I don't think I watched that. But yeah, bro. We tired, boss. Tired, bro. Yeah, I think again after throughout, can't even say my nigga name, Darth Maul. God damn, what the hell? I said that shit twice. But yeah, after that, and hopefully it's good. You know what I'm saying? Fingers crossed. You never know nowadays. Even with the animation shit, even though the animation shit is better than live action, but yeah, you still never know. Because Tales of the Empire, yeah, that was 2 packs of ass. But she gone, man. She gone. But yeah, all we gotta do, it's gonna be a telltale sign, y'all. After her shit comes and go, all her projects she greenlit comes and goes, and it's Dave and that shit, cause Dave doing the creative side, story and whatnot. She handling the business shit, I believe. So yeah, we gonna see what Dave does, and then after that, if we see a string of good projects, we're like, okay, maybe Star Wars coming back. You know what I'm saying? I will still have get rid of that bullshit trilogy, but maybe Star Wars coming back. Or it's gonna be the same old bullshit, and then like, okay, you know what? A lot of us might end up putting this shit out back, you know what I'm saying, and just putting it down. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Only time will tell. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, give the video up with a like, comment down below. Are you guys happy that she's gone? She finally gone, bro? Or is it too little, too late? Let me know in the comments down below, bro. Anyway, subscribe to Drinker. You feel me? But yeah, love y'all. See y'all in the next one. Peace.